My name is Diane Hardy, and I'm the town planner here in Newmarket, New Hampshire. This presentation was made to the New Hampshire Department of Transportation Statewide Transportation Enhancement Advisory Committee on March 26, 2010. The town of Newmarket has applied for a $440,000 grant from the New Hampshire Department of Transportation for a project involving the construction of an enclosed pedestrian bridge spanning Route 108 in downtown Newmarket. The purpose of the project is to connect a mixed-use redevelopment of two historic buildings with new public and private parking and a development site across Route 108. The site is located in the heart of downtown Newmarket on Route 108. The site includes this location on our main street. The average daily traffic flow on Route 108 in Newmarket is roughly 12,000 vehicles per day. The number of vehicles traveling through the intersection of Main Street and Elm Street is approximately 1,422, and that's during our peak traffic period. This project is part of an overall downtown revitalization program that the town of Newmarket has been engaged in for over 30 years. Different elements of that project included forming a downtown TIF district in 1997 and utilizing $5 from the motor vehicle registration fee towards traffic and sidewalk improvements in the downtown. This project is a result of a partnership between the town of Newmarket and the Newmarket Community Development Corporation. Just this past year, the town has completed an extensive Main Street reconstruction project, and recently development has started on redevelopment of the mills. Our Main Street project was funded in the amount of $6.8 million. Funding came from a variety of sources, including the town's tax increment financing, capital reserve funds, and two New Hampshire Department of Transportation enhancement grants. The project involved the replacement of water, sewer, and drainage facilities, the removal of unsightly and overhead wires, the installation of new lighting and underground utilities, new sidewalks, crosswalks, landscaping, pedestrian, and streetscape amenities. This is a project that has historical connection. This is a photograph that shows the corner of Elm Street and Route 108, probably around 1940. And you'll see in the foreground the Newmarket Public Library as we know it today. And in back was the Mill Number 8, which was the largest single-room weave shop in the world. At the rear to that building, there was a pedestrian bridge that connected the main mill building with Mill Number 8. Here's another shot looking up towards Elm Street. And here again is the development location as we know it today. The Newmarket Mills redevelopment project involved two phases. The first is the reconstruction of the mills into 120 residential units, 16 artist workspace units, 25,000 square feet of commercial retail space, and 4,500 square feet of civic space. The second phase involves the construction of 30,000 square feet of new commercial retail space in back of the library, construction of a 289-car two-level parking facility, which would provide direct access to the mills via a pedestrian bridge across Route 108. The project involves extensive public amenities, including a terrace courtyard, an overlook of the falls, a waterfront park, and a civic space which will be devoted to a museum and an arts and cultural center. This project came before the Newmarket Planning Board in June of 2009 and was approved in October 2009. During the review of the mill project, there were many concerns raised by the public concerning public safety and the disruption of traffic flow and backups on Route 108. In the past 10 years, according to our police department, there's been at least 10 accidents on this section of Main Street that were pedestrian related. Parking was a major issue that needed to be overcome as part of the review, as the majority of parking spaces were located across the street in the lot that was prepared by the town, which is in back of the library. According to the traffic engineer who was hired, there were expected to be 139 pedestrian crossings during weekday peak hours during the first phase. The dilemma became one of how do you safely get people across Route 108 without disrupting traffic flow? The solution, the construction of a pedestrian bridge. I'm going to run through a series of slides to show what is envisioned for the pedestrian bridge. The bridge would involve the construction of a brick veneer access tower with a stairway and an elevator for public and ADA access. It would also include interpretive and historic materials forming an exhibit. The bridge would connect with the top floor of the lobby of the mill building. The total project cost is estimated at $550,000. The town of Newmarket has applied for a grant in the amount of $440,000 through the Department of Transportation, and the remaining funds which are required for the grant would be provided jointly by the town of Newmarket and the Newmarket Mills LLC. This project is one that we feel scores competitively for transportation enhancement monies, as there are pedestrian connections connecting with the river walk along the Lamprey River, connections with Bryant Rock, which is across the river, connections with our downtown civic spaces, the library, the post office, town hall, connections with trails in Heron Point, which is a lovely conservation area across the river, and connections with our downtown businesses. It is also within walking distance of new and historic high-density neighborhoods in Newmarket. Newmarket is very proud of its track record in the area of walkability. The town makes annual appropriations for sidewalk improvements. Newmarket recently scored 75 out of 100 points on a national walkability rating. In 2005, the town conducted a walkability study, and many sidewalk projects have been completed in response to that study. This project is one that has an intermodal focus. It ties into our transit system. The project is within 175 feet of a downtown bus stop serving regional bus lines of Coast and UNH Wildcat transit system, which also has connections to the Downeaster Rail and C&J Trailways. It is a project which connects to our regional bicycle corridor. Route 108 is part of a statewide and regional corridor. There are two bike shoulder projects that are planned north and south of Newmarket on Route 108, north and south of the downtown. Our project has incorporated on-site bicycle facilities, including a storage room and a rack. This is a project that has marine connections. It has access to multiple docks and boat slips with connections to the tidal Lamprey River, Great Bay, and beyond. This is a project which will provide many benefits, including assuring safe pedestrian access to the occupants and users of the mills, including the general public. It will facilitate smooth traffic flow along Route 108 by minimizing traffic delays and conflicts. It will also support the redevelopment of our downtown mills, which will bring new tax revenue, short and long-term jobs, and expansion of business opportunity in Newmarket. Newmarket's population is 9,243. 2,514 people live within a 0.5-mile radius of the project, and roughly 4,723 people live within a 1-mile radius. This is a project that has been supported in local, regional, and state planning documents, and is one that has resulted from extensive public participation. It is a project that has been widely endorsed by many boards and committees in town, and at this point I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have regarding the project. Thank you very much.